What is up, guys? Bolton here. Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Storm Silver Nuzlocke. We just had a massive grinding montage after the intense trauma we had in the last episode. If you did not already, I highly suggest you go see it, because massacre. So much massacre. But I do want to thank all of you. All the support in last episode was fantastic. Like, I learned that I'm not the only one who has a bond with this team. You guys have the bond, like, you guys love the team as well. And just seeing all the support last episode was amazing. So I thank you, each and every one of you. I thank you for that. We're gonna go over grinding here. Of course, we got Novarg level 52, Tri-Attack, Ice Beam, Psybeam, Agility. Didn't touch Novarg's level because, you know, I thought, 50 was the goal that I went to. Next, we got Q-Tips, who reached level 51 just out of accident, but with Dragon Breath, Fly, Safeguard, and Dragon Dance. Stats looking pretty good. Physical attack not the best, so Dragon Dance, in hindsight, not gonna be too helpful, but hey, if we need to Dragon Dance, we have that option. But we got some interesting people. Oh yeah, leftovers. If you watch the grinding montage, there were Munchlaxes. The next person you will see has Thief. I taught him the TM that we got back in Azalea Town for Thief, and while Munchlaxes are holding leftovers, so I took advantage of that. And with Left Nut, I got in there using Thief to steal those leftovers for myself. But I decided for leftovers instead of the, Flaffy to make an Ampharos, because I wanted the speed. If you look at the rest of the team, we only have two fast pokes. That's Porygon Z and Electrode. So Left Nut, our Electrode, is in here. I taught him Thunderbolt, the TM, because otherwise Charge Beam was his only stab move. So we got Thunderbolt, Charge Beam, Thief, and a Light Screen. Currently holding the Lucky Egg, because he's kind of weak, and I would like his levels to get up there quicker. But Light Screen, I could see Light Screen being very, very useful. But next up, we got ourselves Ashnard, also holding leftovers, like I mentioned, stealing all those. But Ashnard, I decided to use instead of Swampert, because looking at all the other types I wanted, I decided, let's bring out Ashnard. Get the Psychic type. We can make him a slow king, which was fitting for the name, and get that physical bulk as well. But we had why am I going back to Q-Tips? I don't know. I'll get to that in a second. Surf, Psychic, Headbutt, and Nasty Plot. This episode is being post-recorded, the commentary anyway, because I'll get into that in a second. Trying to keep up with myself to see what I'm doing in terms of this this here team recap. But we're moving on to Young Continent, also holding leftovers. I believe I only have 3 leftovers, but I'm using them. With Earthquake, Crunch, Leech Seed, and Curse. I did have a Stab Grass move, being Mega Drain, but you can see by his special attack, and just by using it, it was not doing a whole lot. So, Earthquake, we got it. Crunch, we got it. We can set up Curses and just destroy. And then we can set up Leech Seed, so we're pulling in health on top of leftovers and potions, so it'll be great. It'll be great. And whenever I decide to move to that third Pokemon, was a very, very interesting choice, because while I forgot to touch on it when I was recording this episode, we did have a 13th death. I pulled Cutie Pie out of the PC, and Cutie Pie died to a crit from a Growlithe. So I decided, you know what? Let's get Sudowoodo, because why not? You never see Sudowoodo. I don't want to use, the best thing ever. I want to use something that's kind of unique at the same time. So, Sudowoodo. Never used one before, but I'm excited to use this one. You can see, special attack, special defense, and speed are absolutely terrible. He does not want to take special attacks whatsoever, but his attack and physical defense is amazing, so he's packing that Rock Slide, Hammer Arm, Feint Attack, and Sucker Punch. Yes, I could have got, Primeape or someone else who would have been better suited for, the physical attacking, but Primeape's not a Sudowoodo. You see Primeape a whole lot more than you see Sudowoodo, which actually makes me want to make a pseudo-wudo for free-for-alls. I might do that after I get done with this. But, so I recorded, and I go to edit, and the entire audio track, if you don't know, like, I record the game and the game audio through OBS, and I record my voice here through Audacity. Well, I go to edit, and Audacity's audio track is just a straight line, which means there was nothing there. For whatever reason, Audacity decided not to pick up my microphone, even though my microphone was not muted. I don't know, I don't get it. So it was just a nice, like, 28 minutes of silence. So I was like, well, I saved at the end of this episode, so I couldn't just redo the episode, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to, I'm just winging it here. Currently on the screen, I am searching for an encounter. I do not get it. I will just let you know, I do not find an encounter. I will do that off screen because, as you see here, using headbutt is not working out, but we do have the headbutt option, so we can get an encounter here, because otherwise, headbutt is the only way you can get an encounter here. We did get the egg, but that's a gift Pokemon that doesn't actually, I don't count those, you know, because it's like static / gift Pokemon claws, all that stuff. But I'm very worried. The team is looking like it's definitely an interesting team. Novarg is the leader of the whole thing. If Novarg dies, I'm gonna be upset. But we got a guy here. Hiya, kid. I see you're new in Mahogany Town. Since you're new, you should try a yummy Rage candy bar. Right now, it can be yours for just 300. Want one? So we got ourselves a Rage candy bar. I remember a person from as far as Kanto came to buy one a long time ago. I happened to have none in stock then. That person left rather upset. I felt kind of sorry for that. And we try to move on because I wanted the encounter on that route, but we can't go there quite yet. So we're going to fly on out, and I want to make a pit stop in Ekritik because I wanted to check something before we head on into the Team Rocket event. We're going to stop by the Kimono Girls because there's a point in the game where, you know, you fight all, like, 5 or 6 of them, however many there are, I don't remember. But it was not yet. I was just seeing if I could do that and get some extra experience before we head on into here, but they're not there, so not yet. So we'll fly here into Goldenrod and prepare ourselves, I guess. Trying to decide who do I want to put up front. And ultimately, I go with Left Nut because, as I said earlier, he has Lucky Egg because he's looking a bit weak. And I need him. I need the speed. The speed is very important, and so I'm going to use Lucky Egg to get him some extra levels to kind of, as a bit of a buffer, you know? I come in here to talk to this guy because I was not sure if I needed to, like, set a flag or whatever before I go underground. So I wanted to go talk to him first, just to be on the safe side. And we're going to head on down here to the best costume in any Pokemon game. I really, really wish you could wear this longer. There's actually a cheat code that you can put into an emulator so that you look like this the entire game. And I actually started a project with a friend months back that we scrapped because both too busy and he actually just quit YouTube. And my role in that, it was a versus of sorts, and I actually had the cheat code on to be Team Rocket for the entire game, and I was so happy about that because just looking at it, it looks amazing. I'm going over here because this guy looks like he's hassling this girl, but it's not as bad as I thought it would be. It would be, but unfortunately, our time here is short-lived with this lovely Team Rocket uniform. Because we're gonna go here. Hi, you look pretty good in the Team Rocket uniform. Go on ahead, but of course, Slur comes in to ruin our time. Hey, Team Rocket! Stop going around in groups and troubling people, you cowards. Huh? Are you poledoo? What are you doing here? No way. You think You're strong now that you look like him? That's foolish. You should wear those things. And he just... What, you're not a newcomer? Then battle with me. So they're ruining everything, coming in here, making me take off my awesome Team Rocket uniform, and now we're having to battle this guy. We could have just walked on by, no problem, but no. And because of Slur, Left Nut almost dies. Almost dies. And it goes for the Endeavor, too. It's like, come on, Beedrill. This is all Slur's fault. So I went for it, I was like, we outspeed, let's just kill and go for it, and I was done. I did not have any part of Slur, because if Left Nut would have died, it would have been Slur's fault. 100% Slur's fault. I'm just upset. I just wanted my Team Rocket uniform, because Team Rocket, if you don't know, Team Rocket is my favorite Pokemon enemy team. I love Team Rocket. I actually have a Team Rocket shirt. It's one of my favorite shirts. If you watch any of my Fire Emblem stuff, you've probably seen it or a stream. I've worn it in plenty of those, but once Left Nut's trying to learn Explosion, I don't think so. I always have this mindset. It's like, one of these days, I'm gonna use Explosion in a Nuzlocke, because like I have this mindset. It's like, what if we need it? Like, what if there comes a point where our only out is to use Explosion, and it would save us? But at the same time, you try never to be in that situation in the first place. So, I don't know. I feel like it's one of these days, Explosion may happen. Very unlikely, very unlikely. But we're just trying to take out all these grunts here. This girl with her Arbok getting destroyed. Left Nut hit level 52, bring out a Weezing who has double hit for whatever reason. I mean, I understand it has two heads, so I guess that makes sense, but I don't know, it just seems like a weird move. Golbat getting destroyed, and a Muck who actually eats that fairly well, and I don't want to deal with that, so Ashnard's going to come out and somehow is actually going to outspeed something. Ashnard actually outspeeds quite a few things, and I don't quite understand why, because we're Slow King, like emphasis on the slow. I know Slow King's like one of the smartest Pokemon in the game, but still, they're slow. I don't know. But, we're healing up because I don't want to walk back to the Pokemon Center every single time. We're going to take out that Grimer, and a Rhydon's coming in. Left Nut does not want to deal with that whatsoever. And I was like, well, Nomark has Ice Beam, but I was like, oh wait, Ashnard, Water, that's ×4 effective, Stab, you're gone. Then a Bronzor comes in and he's like, you know what, Coat Rack, let's get some Sudowoodo action up in here. He sets off the Future Sight, which makes me actually really worried, because as I said at the start here, Special Defense is by no means Coat Rack's forte. But we definitely dish out the damage. Like that was a feint attack, non-stab to a Bronzor. Bronzor is bulky AF. So I'm pretty I'm liking Sudowoodo's damage output. Even though it doesn't, you know what, Sudowoodo was holding the King's Rock, maybe giving him, I don't know what I'm looking at right now, I had no idea what I was checking. But maybe giving Sudowoodo the Quick Claw could be pretty interesting. Because Rock Slide already has a chance to flinch. I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna give him the Quick Claw for our next episode. But of course we're just going through, taking lives. I accidentally stayed in the Sand Slash. I read Sand Slash and I was like, if you don't want to be in here, as I press, don't switch. So you know. But see, this is what I mean. Ashnard outspeeding Sand Slash, outspeeding a Graveler, outspeeding a Machoke. Like what? Why? I mean, I'm fine with it, but I don't understand it. But Ashnard hitting level 51. We got this scientist here with a Kadabra. We're gonna catch a thief. and get bodied, a Bronzong is gonna come in, and I was like, well, Kotrak dealt with a Bronzor, so let's deal with a Bronzong the same way. And go for that Feint Attack. He eats it up a whole lot more, and then blocks us in, so he can't avoid this Future Sight. I go for the Sucker Punch. I predicted correctly. He went for no damage Gyro Ball, but the Future Sight comes in. You saw I paused there for a bit because I kind of freaked out, but as you saw, Future Sight did absolutely nothing. This is where things got sketchy. I decided to stay in and just go for the Hammer Arm, where Kotrak almost got bodied by a Magneton 7 levels under him, but it's fine because we live those, and we one-shot him with Hammer Arm. Alright, so we got last Grunt on this floor, and he has a Muck, and instead of switching, we're just gonna body him. And this Team Rocket boss has locked himself with the Director. He's up on the 5th floor. Save him. We on it. We on it. I think that, yes, this is I believe this is the last floor of Grunts. We got a Nidorino who gets criticaled and destroyed, and then it's Electrode versus Electrode. That Electrode sets up Magnetic Rise. I was like, you know what? I don't need to play these games. If you're gonna explode, I'm gonna go out into Kotrak just to be on the safe side. And then I immediately thought, why did I go into Kotrak when I could have gone into a Young Continent? But, you know, hindsight, he set up Magnet Rise, so yeah, we could have crunched it, but Earthquake wouldn't have been able to do anything. Loudre's gonna come in, and I don't want to take like a Hyper Voice or something to Kotrak, even though we would resist it. I'm still rather skeptical, so we go into Q-Tips just to play it safe. Hit him up with that Dragon Breath. Almost one-shots it. He goes for the Roar anyway, and Ashnard taking him out with the Surf. Again, outspeeding. I don't know what Ashnard's base speed is, but it just seems like I shouldn't be outspeeding. This Scientist has a Porygon 2, and I'm so sorry I had to do that to you, Porygon 2. If you were on my team, you would never die. That is a promise. But an Executor comes in, and this is where I wasn't sure what to do, because, like, we don't have any Bug. Executor can be a bit scary. But I decided, you know what, let's just stay in, let's go for a Thief, see how that goes. He misses his Egg Bomb, he goes for Confusion, and I decided to stay in like an idiot. Had he gone for another Confusion, I think we might have died, but he went for Stomp instead, and we lived, we didn't flinch. You just thiefed him down to nothing. And hey, whatever works, right? Why do I have to suffer through this? Meowth, help me. Meowth. Team Rocket, there's something they lack. It is music. Music enriches people's hearts and soul. Music lovers would never do such horrible things at a place like the radio tower. We got one more Grunt to take care of. Peeking in the window. And we're gonna lead with Novarg for this person, because Left Nut has gone to level 54. Pretty good level, if I do say so, for where we're at in the game. So that should give him a nice buffer just with the extra levels there. And I'm gonna go ahead and try and give Novarg a boost, just because Novarg is just the best person ever ever, you know, just period. Anyway, Proton, the leader of this radio tower. He's so cool. Who are you? If you're in the way of Proton, I mean Team Rocket, I won't allow that. But, you know, I just give him the Lucky Egg just to give him some extra levels, because if he dies, I'm gonna be really upset. Like, if Novarg dies, what's the point? Like, he just can't die. He's Porygon form, but he's my favorite, like, he's my favorite mon in this, well, like, in general, but in this game, on our team. I love him so much, he's just following me. I went to check to make sure that the Director was the next floor, so I'm gonna run back and heal up instead of wasting potions, because who knows what's gonna happen in this fight. We may need all of our potions. But I think I put together a pretty solid team. We have some squish here and there, like Electrode and Sudowoodo. Electrode is almost all squish. And Sudowoodo is just special squish. Altaria has some pretty all-around good defenses, which is nice. On top of the typings, and Novarg, I needed to check to see if Novarg was ready for this fight. Novarg was really eager. That is what I wanted to hear. So we are ready. We are ready to face this man. I'm just very, very nervous. Because this is, I believe, our third or fourth showdown with this man. And he gets worse and worse every time. Ahem, do you hear me? I'm the director. We have decided to broadcast wonderful shows to praise Team Rocket. Everyone, I don't want to hear you complain. Just do a good job too. Yikes, I'm busy impersonating the... Who are you? Oh no, it's you again, poledoo? No, I was pretending to be the director to influence the entire region to support Team Rocket. This time I won't hold back. Give me all you got. So another showdown with Petrol. And, you know, last fight we had with him, I emphasized he, at the end of it, like, he really likes Toxic Stall. This fight, if this fight is, like, he so hard goes for Toxic Stall. It's actually ridiculous. Well, we lead with Novarg because Novarg took him out the first time around. But I forgot to agility first turn. And of course, Tri-Attack takes him out the second time around. So I guess the first turn was just a low roll, which is annoying because we did get Toxic. Toxicroak's going to come in, and I definitely don't want to leave Novarg in there because I didn't set up agilities. Had I set up agility, I probably would have left Novarg in and just got him with the side beam. He probably would have protected first turn because Toxic Stall, I swear that's all Petrol is programmed to do in this game. Or in this fight, rather. Toxic Stall. So he does, in fact, Toxic Q-tips. And I'm just going to set up a fly and hope he doesn't go for the protect. Of course, he does. So I just go for the Dragon Breath. He hits me with a Stone Edge. Does a lot of damage. And then that mixed with the toxic damage, we're not looking in a good spot. So I switch Ashnard out, or in rather, and just go for the Psychic. We do get Toxic again, but he is gone. Most importantly, he is gone, and no one on our side is gone. He's going to send in a Tangrowth, and I know Tangrowth is physical bulk and not special bulk. I use this opportunity to agility, which was nice because he protected first turn instead of doing anything. So he pretty much got a free agility, and Novarg should be set to go. We did one-shot the Tangrowth, which is... that was the goal. The Skuntank is coming in, and I know for a fact I'm not one-shotting the Skuntank. I accidentally press A and just hit him with an Ice Beam. I don't think an adaptability Tri-Attack would have killed him, but hey, whatever. Ice Beam is definitely a 2-hit KO. He hits us with the Toxic, of course. Novarg hitting level 54, though. So that's awesome. And he has 2 pokes left. This one's a Wheezing, and I would have stayed in if we weren't Toxic. But I was also fearing the explosion. So I go into Left Nut. Hindsight, I don't know why Left Nut was my... I think it was because, like, yeah, Ashnard was Toxic, so I didn't want to switch in and take Toxic damage. So I go out into Ashnard after he gets full healed. He Toxics me again, but whatever. It's just turn 1 Toxic. We hit him with the Psychic, and that should take him out. It's Stab from a from a Slowking, not a Nidoking. Stab Psychic from a Slowking. But it was. I was correct in my guesses. And last Pokemon, I didn't read it, so I don't know what I'm thinking here. Going to Left Nut for a Hypno. That is what. So I go into Left Nut because, like, Hypno. We've had some scary Hypnos in the past, so we switch out into Left Nut, set up the Light Screen, and we switch into Young Continent, who has Crunch. I go for the Leech Seed, and we just... He misses his Toxic, I miss my Leech Seed, nothing got done. He protects, Light Screen wore off, he disables the Crunch, protects again, it's the double protect. And this is what I mean, like, I was so done with Petrol right here. So incredibly done. He is actually just programmed to toxic stall you out. That is all he's programmed to do. I go for the risky play of just going for the full heal, get toxic done. I was pretty sure I was safe if he did go for like psychic or something. But I go for curse and earthquake him. He's gone. And Petrol has been defeated after that bullshit, stall fest at the end. He's like, okay, I'll tell you where he is. Oh. Petrol scares me. He really scares me. Listen carefully. We stashed the rail director in the underground warehouse. It's at the far end of the Goldenrod tunnel. I'm a nice guy. I'll give you the basement key to get to the underground warehouse. Take it with gratitude. And the basement key is ours. And I talked to him again because this line was like, ha! I got a child like you'll get that far. That's why he gives the key. It's like, really? I just destroyed you? Come on now. Come on now. Are you saying you're so lowly that, like, if, like, me beating you means nothing? I mean, hey, if you wanna diss on yourself, that is fine. But I'm just glad we got out of that fight without losing anyone. There were quite a few sketchy points there, but we came through. We came through. But we're gonna wrap up the episode here. We're gonna just go heal up, get all the toxins out of here, and hopefully next episode we will be wrapping up the Team Rocket invasion. I thought maybe we'd get it done today, but they're absolutely not. We got a few more threats standing in the way, but hopefully we can power through. So, sorry for the weird, commentary here. I'm just doing with what I'm working with what I got. So, next episode we should be fine. I'm definitely not going to save until I realize that my voice is saved. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.